Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. Welcome to the first episode of my Detroit Pistons My GM series. So a lot of you guys have been requesting that I started to do a My GM series. It's been about 2 or 3 years since I've touched this at all, guys. So pretty much what this is this is going to be an episode by episode basis of me essentially taking over as the GM of the Detroit Pistons and fixing this squad. So basically it's going to be about player development, signing the right players. We're going to be doing some gameplays out there, guys. I don't really get a chance to play 2K this year because Play Now mode is trash. So yeah, we are going to take over this Detroit Pistons team. If this is a series you guys want, man, get this video to 1,000 likes for episode 2 and I will post that as soon as possible. So yeah, look at this Detroit Pistons team. I mean, we definitely have some nice pieces to work with. Andre Drummond, he's at the age of 25. And what exactly is Andre Drummond these days? I mean, he's the guy you can run the pick and roll with. He's somebody that's going to always at least be like top 2 or 3 in the NBA when it comes to rebounds. A lot of cases, leading the entire NBA in it. His passing got better going back to last season. This season, it's okay, but he was playing on top of the key a lot, making passes from up there. Defense is great. 1.5 steals is amazing for a center. You got the blocks out there. Field goal percentage is always pretty solid. Even the free throw has gotten better, man. So, Andre Drummond, I don't have any plans of trading him as of right now. I feel like he can definitely be a big part of our offense and kind of what we want to do with this team going forward. So, yeah, man, we're going to keep him around. Now you look at Blake Griffin. He's got 3 years, $103 million left on his contract, but he's playing like a star this season. So, past few years, he's always been around a 21, 22 point per game score. You look at his actual shooting stats now, mid-range game, doesn't really shoot a lot of mid-ranges anymore. It's kind of a dying, brand of offense out there. 3-point shot's been good though, man. Blake Griffin's been knocked down some threes. If you can even say he's been like the best 3-point shooter on the Detroit Pistons this season. Of course, attacking the baskets, he's got a 98 driving dunk, so he's gonna be able to throw it down in your face. Passing game, pretty decent, great hands. And post game is nice. I mean, he's going to bring us some offense, guys, plus 86 defensive rebounds. So I'm excited about this. I feel like I could utilize this. And then you get to the rest of the team, and that's where things get a little bit more sketchy out there. We do have Reggie Jackson. I will personally say, guys, I do not see Reggie Jackson as the future point guard of this team. I mean, he's just not the type of player we want around Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond, if you ask me. His offense has been down the past few seasons, and he's just not as good anymore. He's on a 2-year, $35 million contract. I might give him a try out. I might utilize him for a little bit. But down the road, if I feel like we need to make a big-time trade, he's definitely one of the first ones to go. We got Zaza, backup center. We know who he is. A guy that's going to, break some ankles out there, man. Use that Hall of Fame ankle breaker. He's got the good rebounding, things like that. Reggie Bullock's another player who's not doing as good as he was last season. Like last season, he was at 45% from 3, down to 80 overall 3-point shooter, but still will probably be our starting shooting guard or small forward to start things off. You got Stanley Johnson. So, you guys know a history of me and Stanley Johnson. He blocked me on Twitter. We are not friends. We are not friends at all. But with that being said, he is having a bit of a better season in real life. It's like his 3 goes in every now and then. The defense is good. So, I don't really have any plans of trading him as of right now unless a big-time trade offer came our way. We have John Lure on the squad here. He was originally signed to this team to be a stretch big, and then he was just got on this team was like, yeah, I'm not going to shoot threes anymore. He's got absolutely no offensive game at all. It says the inside scorer, so listed at the 4 spot. I mean, you could consider him maybe even like a small ball center, something along those lines, but I don't really like that. He can't really rebound, so he's pretty useless, man. He's pretty useless, and somebody I would like to get rid of as soon as possible. We got Ish Smith for a backup point guard. I do like him. I feel like he could be nice, with Drummond in the pick and roll. Not gonna bring him much offensively, but if he's wide open, he can knock down the mid range or the 3-point shots. Glenn Robinson, he's been the starting small forward on this team for a while, and he hasn't really been doing all that much. So I'm not gonna say he's safe, but if he could develop his shot a bit more, that would be pristine. We got Langston Galloway. You can actually argue that his rating is actually kind of underrated in this game. He's been a pretty good offensive option for the Pistons. You got Luke Kennard. He's had injuries to start this season. I eventually like Luke Kennard to either be our starting shooting guard, although his defense is kind of trash, or at least be like a 6-man guy off our bench. He's just not quite there yet. You got Jose Calderon, 3rd stringer, just in case somebody gets injured. Then you got Kyrie Thomas and Bruce Brown. So Bruce Brown actually started a few games for the Pistons this season. He's definitely somebody that can do a little bit of everything out there. I think I might put him and Kyrie into the G League. Kyrie has not really played a lot this season, so I can't really say what he does great. This is a 2-way guard, so there's always potential with that. Both the guys play the shooting guard position, though, although I think Bruce could probably play a little small forward, even Kyrie at point guard. Henry Ellenson, Ellenson, he's trash. Zach Lupton, Keenan Evans, just some 2-way players right there. So, yeah, I don't know if I want to make like a big time trade yet, or if I just kind of want to like roll with this team for a little bit just to see how they do out there. I think for my starting five though, to really start things off is I think I'm going to give Stanley Johnson the start at small forward. Hopefully Glenn Robinson can bring a little something off our team for us, or off our bench. But I do like this for a starting five. Just point guard position could definitely get better out there. If you guys think of some players I should trade for, let me know in the comment section below. So I'm good with this. Yeah, definitely got to get some mids out there to Luke Kennard, because he just needs to play. He needs to play a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just like prove himself out there just a little bit, man. So we'll get him at about not Langston. Let's get Luke Kennard at about 13 minutes a game. I'm good with that. Let's get Reggie Jackson at a few more. We'll get Bolix at about 29, 27 for Stanley Johnson. Feels about right. Then Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond. Plus, think about Blake Griffin can also play the center position, so that should be fine with that. Yeah, let's go hit up that G League though real quick. See what players we can actually put in there to develop. So, Kyrie Thomas, I definitely want to assign to the Grand Rapids Drive. Same with Bruce Brown. I'm not sure which one of those guys will be back eventually to play. Just because I said, man, they're both the same position. But if anything, it does open up the opportunity for maybe some trade value out there with the younger guys. So that should be good. Anything else we really want to add up here? I guess we can go to the... let's go to the free agents. I mean, you look at this, and not really a ton of options out there, because the one thing I would really want to add is a stretch four. And like Trevor Booker, he's not really stretching the floor for you. Teletovic, I believe he retired in real life. Now, would he come back? Would he come out of this team for the right price? For $2.75 million, I think he would consider it. He would be exactly on the bench what I wanted John Lure to do. So I think I'm going to throw him a little contract. Okay, I got 15 players currently, so not right away. I mean, someone's got to get the cut ASAP. And as far as cutting a player, Keenan Evans, sorry, dude. We need that roster spot. Same with you, Zach Lofton. I actually was okay with him, like in the G League and stuff like that. But, I'm sorry, the preseason. But that was about it. But yeah, Teletovic, see what he wants to. I still can't do it. Oh my God, man! I got to drop another player. Sorry, guys. Somebody else is getting dropped off. Sorry, Henry. I'm just not a fan. I have not liked you at all on this team, so you're gonna get dropped. All right, let's try this now. Free agency, Teletovic, negotiate contract, a 1-year deal for $2.73 million. Definitely can't beat that, so he happily signs with the Pistons. And I guess just to get a feel for things out there, what could we get in a Reggie Jackson, I guess also John Lure type of trade? Just see what's out there. We're gonna put the feelers out. I'm not guaranteeing I'm gonna trade Reggie yet though. George Hill, Brook Lopez, that's actually not too bad. Bobby Portis, don't really need him at all. Matthew Dellavedova, Tristan Thompson, Gallinari, and Patrick Beverly. So that definitely gives us a starting small forward to stretch the floor for us. But also at the same time, Patrick Beverly, I mean, I would be okay with him as a starting point guard. It's like you still run the offense through Blake Griffin. That would probably be okay with me. I'm not saying I'm doing this trade right away though. Actually, Patrick Beverly's kind of trash at threes now anyway. We also got to give up a second rounder, which could be kind of hurt us down the road. Shelvin Mack, Chandler Parsons, John Collins, Jeremy Lin, not too bad there. Hassan Whiteside, no. Kid Gilchrist, Derek Favors, Raul Neto. Tim Hardaway Jr. bringing back to Michigan. Okay. That's more of the shooting guard position, of course, though. KCP, we got Evan Fournier and DJ Augustine. So Augustine was actually a point guard on this team before. Pretty friendly contract, and he's got the shooting stats we're looking for. And then Fournier, we got ourselves a starting two-guard all of a sudden. Mid-range kind of trash. His offense has actually not been very good this season. He's usually around a 17-point per game scorer in 2K. Shabazz, Damari Carroll, Will Barton, Mason Plumlee, Bogdanovic, and Tyreek Evans, Eric Gordon, Brandon Knight. I'm not doing that again, man. Not doing that, Brandon Knight. And yeah, okay, so we got a few decent trades out there to work with. I'm thinking even so we could probably get maybe just a second-round pick for John Lure, just so if there's some contending teams out there that wants the guy of his services, see what's offered up. There's not really one position I'm looking for. Yeah, Patrick Beverly, I really don't need him as of right now because we do have Ish Smith. We get Jay Crowder and Tony Bradley. Ooh, I do like that a lot. I like that trade a lot, man. I'm not saying Jay Crowder would necessarily start, but I mean, I think he would be a pretty good mentor for Stanley Johnson, kind of teach him to play that little small ball big at times. Not too bad. And also Tony Bradley could be a project. Yogi Ferrell, we got Noah Vonleh. What's he do exactly? Offensively, actually not too bad. 6'9". I think I would actually run him at the small forward position. I don't know if that would hurt his rating or not. But being 6'9", that's pretty tall. It's pretty tall for a small forward. I think that's LeBron James. He's around 6'8", 6'9". We got Zubac, Timothy Mozgov, not doing that. Mason Plumlee, no. Wesley Johnson, no. CJ Miles, not bad, but only 73 overall rating. Okay, damn, dude. I think... How tall is Garrett Temple? 6'6"? Could also play a little small forward. That's the position I really like to improve at. Really like the Jay Crowder trade. But now I don't necessarily like him being locked up for $7 million. And it's like he's not like absolutely amazing offensively. Rebounding's like not all that great. I think I'm gonna gamble on Noah Vonleh and see what he can do. I do think of a second round draft pick, but I mean it's for a 1-year deal. And second rounders in this game is 2023. It's not that big a deal, man. He's only 23. He was the 9th pick in the 2014 draft. So this might be a little opportunity for to play out there and do some things. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to see if he can play small forward. His rating might just go down if I do that. Yeah, so he goes down to a 73 overall at that position. Teletovic actually goes up to a 78 overall. He's listed as a sharpshooter. So being 6'9", that would not be absolutely amazing for us defensively, but I'm trying to utilize the pieces the best of my ability right there. So I think I'm going to try Teletovic out right there. No guarantee he starts at small forward. Damn, dude, 78 overall though. That's not bad. Okay, we got Zaza, Noah, Ish, Stanley Johnson. We got a like a 9-man rotation going there. I feel like Stanley can also play shooting guard at times if needed, so that should be okay. Actually, no, I want to get some minutes of Luke Kennard. Yeah, we'll get him at about 12 minutes per game right there. That's the lineup, guys. It's very big. It's a very big lineup, but that could be a good thing for us. So, yeah, how long is this video going on? We are going on about 11 minutes here. I think that's pretty good for the first episode. I guess the last thing we want to do is system efficiency. Perimeter-centric team, 3.5 stars with that, with Dwayne Casey. Creates mismatches and favors a stretch bigs. I do like that because we got some big dudes on our team. Quick means more shots for perimeter players. Increase spacing for pick and roll attacks. Typically poor defensively against bigs. Often punishes on the glass due to size. That's okay, Drummond makeup for that. And lack of drives produces fewer free throw attempts. That is true. That's very true, but that's what he specializes in. Let's go to the player mentorship to end things off here. So I definitely want I want Luke Kennard to actually be mentored by Reggie Bullocks. I feel like he could teach him a thing or two out there, so we'll do those badges. All right, we got that. Let's go with Stanley Johnson. Who could he be mentored by? Blake Griffin, honestly, man. I mean, I feel like he could teach him a thing or two, so we'll go with the pick and roller. No, I don't want him doing that. What about up and under specialist? No, because they're actually kind of trash badges. Lob City Fincher, that'd be kind of cool. Posterizer, okay, and maybe brick wall to set some screens out there. So I like that. Anything else? I guess we can have Andre could probably be mentored by Zaza. Oh no, we got no bitch ass badges, so that's not gonna happen. Okay, yeah, not too much else going on here as far as that goes. But yeah, man, we're gonna end this episode right there. Episode 2 is gonna be our first gameplay against the Brooklyn Nets. Hope you guys all enjoy this series. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.